Yeah, we're here at Riat 24. Obviously, we'd have loved to have had Night Fright on the ground with us. Not quite, sadly, but soon. But what we have got is we've got the Night Fright ground display. So we've got the Willy's Jeep on display. We've got the cockpit section with the Night Fright nose art on, which is pretty cool. We've got Joe's awesome VR experience, so people can come and have a walk around the hangar and around Night Fright herself. And of course, we've got the L-4 Grasshopper as well, which Andy and Ellie brought in, which is awesome. So we're having a great weekend. It's a great event. But what's really cool about this weekend is a relatively new partnership and connection we've made. So we've tied up with the guys from the 79th Air Refuelling Squadron out of Travis Air Force Base in California. So, you know, as you guys probably know, we're big on history. And Night Fright's squadron from the Second World War was the 79th Troop Carrier Squadron. And the model and equivalent of that is the 79th Air Refuelling Squadron. And the guys have been so cool. We've had a great connection. They've had us on board the KC-10. We've had a great walk around. They came and spent some time with us. They've had a look around the cockpit section, and you know, they're really enthusiastic about the connection, the history and the partnership, which is really cool. You know, we're obviously aware of Night Fright's heritage and the connection with the squadron, but you know, we'd not tied up with them previously, and I don't think they were aware. And you know, just recently they've made the connection, and yeah, really exciting, and looking forward to what we can do with them going forward.
My name is Jimmy Laley. I'm in the 79th Air Refuelling Squadron, based out of Travis Air Force Base in California. 79th is a KC-10 squadron that's converting to the KC-46. The 79th has been very special to me. I grew up in the 79th. My dad was a KC-10 pilot in the 79th. He grew up in the 79th as a young co-pilot, worked his way up to the squadron commander. And so growing up, I've seen what the squadron has been like. It's kind of emotional for me because as the squadron is changing from the KC-10 to the KC-46, I grew up as a KC-10 kid, knowing the KC-10, wanting to fly the KC-10, and here I am today on the last air show at Riat as a KC-10 pilot, which is pretty cool. But it's also kind of exciting because the KC-10 is transitioning to the 46, which I'm glad that I can kind of follow in my dad's footsteps, that he started the squadron out, and now I get to kind of start the squadron in a new, different venture as the KC-46 squadron. The 79th is going to be great because we're going to continue the excellence in air refueling, especially with just offloading gas in the new KC-46. And I think that between everyone that's in the 79th for this air show, it's been an awesome experience to say goodbye to the KC-10, but also welcome the KC-46. And I'm excited to be a part of this adventure. I think that the best part about having the Night Fright, it kind of paints a picture for the 79th. It's like, hey, we weren't here just 2 years ago. It goes all the way back to D-Day. And you think about how many guys that served in the 79th Air Refueling Squadron, or 79th Squadron in general, back in D-Day, all the way to 2024. We have a whole lineage that is out there of pilots that have flown in the squadron. So to be able to have that heritage that the 79th can tie back to, I think is huge to have that element.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been a great weekend. We'd dearly love to have Night Fright here on display. Sadly, not quite. You know, more updates to follow on that. We've been doing some engine runs this week, which is super exciting. But yeah, next year's going to be a different story. You know, we're going to have Night Fright at the event with us, hopefully, as well as the full ground display. So yeah, can't wait for next year.